Good afternoon from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Tuesday, February the 9th market update. It was definitely another wild day in the market today. We had this huge rally on the back of the news out of the European Central Bank and the European Union are working together on a package to help Greece out with their debt issue. So the market's all happy about that, and we're in this huge rally mode. And then I think some is about sometime around, depending what time zone you're in, but sometime around noon or so. Germany comes out and says, that it's not been confirmed, that they basically denied it or whatever, that they were involved in it because they were supposedly involved in it. So then the market, the futures lost on the S&P 500 futures. They lost like 9 points in a matter of about 2 minutes, I think. And then we just kind of, consolidated, and it got better throughout the day. We finished all right. So it was definitely a wild day. So for no big economic news other than that today. So on deck for tomorrow, we have international trade, and we have the petroleum status report and treasury budget. The dollar was down today, and gold, silver, copper, oil, we're all up. So we're looking at the UUP here. And you can see we're back down here. We could have some support here, or more likely probably down in here in this area, about $23.25. But so we'll continue to watch the dollar, but at least for now, the dollar is kind of pulling back. Light sweet crude futures, we're up $1.86 to settle at $73.75 a barrel. Over to the chart here. So we're still stuck right in here. We won't go back on a buy signal on oil unless we take out the prior column of X's. So we need to print 79 to go back on a buy signal. So oil remains on a sell signal per the point and figure charts. So back over here, let's go take a look at the Dow. So the Dow finished the day up 150 points to close at 10,058. S&P closed up 13 points to 1,070. The Nasdaq closed up 24 points to 2,150. And the Russell closed up 8 points to 595. So the Dow had the largest percent gain, up 1.57%. The Nasdaq had the smallest percent gain, up 1.17%. So the Dow was our leader. As you notice, most of these charts looks the same. We've got, if you put a trend line kind of down here, the trend lines aren't exact, but it looks like we kind of, pushed off of it today. That's where we hit that and we got rejected. S&P looks the same. You got a trend line kind of drawn here. We kind of got up here in resistance level about the middle point of this big red candle, about 1,080. We pushed away from that. So at this point, I can't, I just take it one day at a time. I'm not sure if we're going to go up some more or we're going to pull back some more, or I don't know what we're going to do. If we're going to go up, down, or sideways. So need a few more days to try to kind of figure out. And of course, a lot of the charts are still broken. So it's going to take some time to really get a really kind of confirmation of where we're headed, at least, even short term, because I'm not really that sure at this point. So you look at Goldman Sachs. They're still in this kind of have kind of a wedge going here, but they're still stuck in here. At least they were finished higher. Financials were basically kind of weak today. XLF, it was only up 14 cents, about 1%. I think, but BAC actually finished in the red. Financials actually, didn't perform that great. JP Morgan was actually up. So let's go over and take a look at our McClellan oscillator. Should show some improvement, and it did. So now we're still minus 36, still oversold. So the oscillator did make a higher low down here from where we were oversold. So we'll see if we get back up into here or if we stop here. Who knows? So, but still oversold. So we could definitely have some more uppage. Look at gold. Gold did pretty well today, but gold's got resistance up here around that $1.06, which it kind of rejected and pushed back off of it today. Silver still, it's moved up some, but so they're looking okay, but nothing to write home about. So the sectors, all 16 sectors we follow finished in the green today. The gold index was the largest percent gainer, up 4.12%. The home construction index was the weakest, but it was still up 0.52%. Let's go look at the sectors. Let's go to ChartWatch. Start out with Halliburton. The only reason I'm noting this is thanks to Jared Levy. He mentioned that that there was 28,000 July 2250 calls purchased today on Halliburton. So just because of that, I kind of want to watch it just for, so we'll see how that plays out for him. But 28,000 contracts is a lot, and on one side there. So let's go over, these are some earnings. Compass Materials, huge earning day, up 10%. So you might want to see if it goes higher. It's got some resistance above it, but keep that on your list. Cognizant Technology, another big earnings move, up 6%. Looks pretty good. Some of the fertilizers look pretty good today. Agrium had earnings. It was up 5%. Pretty good volume. So you might just want to keep an eye on that. Pot also. Pot has it's got a kind of a trend line thing. It ran into it here, so it really needs to get above today's high, which would be 106.95, but still worth a watch. Mining, this thing at Nico Eagle Mines, it looks pretty good. It's actually above, if you put this on a line chart, it's actually did close above here, so it's kind of outside of its trend line now, so it's looking pretty good. I don't know, so it's worth, definitely if gold goes higher and the dollar's pulling back, keep an eye on AEM. Should be good for some higher prices. Elizabeth Arden, it's up near its highs, had some pretty good earnings, so you might want to keep it on your list. Another pretty strong performer is Dolby Laboratories after earnings. It's been consolidating kind of right there sideways above 51, but it's still worth a watch. Islam Systems, right up there at 750, resistance, had some good earnings, had tons of volume coming here on the buying, so just keep an eye on it, see if it can break out past that 750. Rockharp Holdings, this is a, it has this nice kind of rounded, almost V-shape, actually pretty V-shaped type bottom. It's right up against here, had some good volume, so you want to watch it here, see if it goes higher. It popped up here on earnings, which I'm sure expended a lot of energy getting there, so it may consolidate a little while, but watch RAH for higher prices. Another earnings, CAM went right into resistance though, but watch it over today's high. Netgear just reported, it's actually up, oh Lord, it's up like 14% after hours. It's like at $25 right now. It's crazy. Baidu, it's way up after hours as well. You can't see it on the chart here, but I'm watching it over here on the side. It's up to about $475 right now. So those are good. These are all these are from yesterday. Jack in the Box still looks good. Buffalo Wildlings, watch for it to either break down or break out above that trend line. This one's still looking good. China Agritech, it's kind of resting there now after its move. Ryland looked pretty strong today, looked good. Continue to watch this one for a short, preferably up around that $41 mark. Had no volume on the buying today for that one. ICE should have some resistance right here. Didn't have a lot of buying coming in on it either. SQM, it should have resistance around this 3650, so watch for that. See if it gets rejected or not. Abercrombie & Fitch still weak. It's got resistance overhead. Coach, not hardly any buying today at all. It's got resistance overhead on the trend line. And Oxy went higher today, so still keep in mind it's been in this kind of channel. So watch it for some higher prices or breakdown. So let's go over and look at the current market signals. They haven't changed any. Dow's still on a sell, Nasdaq's on a sell, S&P still on a buy. And that's really all I have for you today. So thanks for joining me, and remember to always invest.